Well, is there anything else, I guess, that's taking place currently in the property game, or questions that you get asked quite a lot that...
Yeah, I think, look, interest rates being cut, property is on the way up. I think a lot of clients asking me about Melbourne and other hotspots that we're focusing on. There are areas across the country that have great data sets, from SA to Victoria. New South Wales has a couple, Queensland has quite a few. So that's always the topic of discussion, next hotspots. But yeah, that's super important. The other thing I wanted to touch on was obviously deal of the month.
Yeah.
So we've picked up a $310,000 under market value. So we've bought a house on the sunny coast in Queensland, and we paid $420,000, and the house has come back with an auto valuation of $735,000, and that's based on one 3 doors up, which is actually looks like it's made by the same builder, same specs, same size. Block of land, I think, is a little bit bigger, but that just recently sold. So that's the benchmark for that street, and this is the same type of build, except this one is a little bit run down, and hence why we've picked it up cheap. So we paid $420,000 for it, and it's got mold through the house. So you need to take down the gyprock. So there's a bit of work on it. You need to take down the gyprock and get rid of the mold and resheet the ceiling. And I think the gutters may be blocked, hence why the water's coming back up into the roof. So there's a bit of work with that. We're going to try and get away without renovating the bathroom and the kitchen. You could do with it. We didn't even realize at first that there was no friggin' oven. I don't know if these people are an Uber Eats dream.
Yeah.
But they just don't have an oven.
Is there a microwave?
There's a microwave.
Oh, of course there is. Well, that's okay. Look, you've come from a lot of renovation type setups, so you shouldn't, I guess it's not anything that you're not used to, I guess, or you can't help with, yeah.
Yeah, that's eyes closed. But that was exciting because that's probably one of the better buys, and you just don't know. They just pop up randomly. But that's one of the better buys that I've seen in a while. We love buying under market value, and I built my portfolio like that, and I love buying properties like that for clients. But usually, you might find something 20 up to 90k under value, 80, 90k under value, right? Usually sits somewhere between 20, 30, 40, 50. But to find that 310k under market value, that's just a cracker.
I was going to say that's insane. Yeah.
Dead set, but the place looks like I love places that look like a mess, Steve.
Yeah, could be calling it a bit early, but I know we call this segment Deal of the Month. Could be contender for Deal of the Year.
Deal of the Year. It's Deal of the Year too. This is Deal of the Year too.
So we've opened up this episode with Deal of the Year.
I'm comfortable to call it Deal of the Year.
Wow.
I genuinely believe.
So start off with a banger. So the rest of the Deal of the Months probably won't live up to this.
No, it's a really good one. It's a good one.
Could we call it a Deal of the Half Decade? It's up there.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
It's up there. This is huge. I just want everyone to know it's not common. I think we don't want to make this, we never want to present this irrational, non-reality. So tell people how crazy this is.
It is. And it's not something that is often found, and it's not something that most people want to buy. Because there's a lot of people that don't do renovations, and a lot of clients love just set and forget. That they have the long-term mindset. I'm going to buy it. It's a good investment. I want to buy it in a good area, and we're going to keep it. And the time will do the work. The time in the market is going to get me the price rise, and that's what that is. But to scale a portfolio super quick, you need to learn renovation, and you need to buy under market value if you can, and renovate and add value, because that's what gets you to success in your portfolio. If that means 10, 15, 20, that'll get you there faster, as opposed to waiting for just organic growth to get you there. So with this one, there's a fair bit of work. It's awkward. The block's a bit awkward, and it's just not an owner-occupier style of property right now. So the buyers for it would be limited, but it's in an area that's not on the radar of any buyer's agent, and that's fantastic. Because this is a purely equity play. It's an amazing asset, and there's literally like 3 other deposits from this one property. This client can go 3 or 4